Hello, thanks for watching. I hope you are having a good time. I'm having quite a good time actually, thanks for asking. But there has been no water supply to this house since the weekend, and before that the whole thing was frozen. So I'm not very clean looking, sorry about that. Just thank God you can't smell me over YouTube, that's all I can say. In this video we're going to do a 5-card pick a card with the bunnies with Tarot in Wonderland, or the Wonderland Tarot, whichever way you want to look at it. And we will do some extra cards to go with them from Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. So you could choose any card between 1 and 10. You could choose all of them, which is a good thing. You could have all 5 Tarot, all 5 Oracle, or any combination. It's entirely up to you. So whatever you do, get in touch with your inner psychic and let that decide. That is the thing to do. It really is. Okay, so I'm having a shuffle. Let's turn over the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we shall see what they are. I'm going to open up Keepers of the Lights. I've got those ready as well. So what number appeals to you, eh? That's the question. I shall fan the cards in a second, and then you can decide which ones you really want. But I don't know, maybe you want to do it on numerology. Some people do. And speaking of numbers, lots of things are coming up pretty soon. Mercury retrograde, 9 days after the day this video gets posted. Winter solstice is like tomorrow in my world. Or maybe it's the next day, depending, where you are in the world and that kind of thing. But the great news about winter solstice is it's the longest night. And after that, the light starts returning. The return of the light comes in and everything gets good. Not that many days till Christmas. And Melanie, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to opening this. But I decided as excited as I am, I decided I would save it until Christmas. So that is what I'm doing. And thank you very much to the lady who made a donation to PayPal for me last night, UK time. Unfortunately, PayPal will not let me message people back, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I really, really do appreciate it. I really do. Okay, at last I've got 5 cards ready. So this one's inverted, I'll tell you that for a start. That's the middle one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So which one, or which combination, or which all of them, or which whatever do you fancy? That is what you've got to ask yourselves, my friends. Card number 1 is this one, and it's the right way up, and it's the death card. Of course, nobody is going to die, but it is the end of a cycle, and here is Alice blowing the candle out as she prepares to get on with the rest of her life, and it hasn't left her in darkness. Crucial message for this card. She is not left in darkness just because she's blown the candle out. It actually allows the next lot of light to come in, or, a different kind of light to what she is used to. Sometimes we just got to cut the cord with the past and keep moving, and that's what that card is really all about. She's got the eat me cake thing and the drink me bottle on that card as well. Gosh, my hands are filthy. I am so sorry, but I don't want to waste any valuable water washing my hands at the moment. So looking forward to having a proper bath or a shower instead of wet wipes, which are the order of the day at the moment. And so I'm looking forward to the end of this particular cycle in my house on Merlin's Mountain here. It is a very magical place, but Merlin never kind of had to deal with Welsh water or anything like that. And so maybe the magic doesn't extend that far. But the magic extends everywhere, really. Just sometimes we've got to learn things for our own good, And I dare say, friends, if you drew card number 1, you've been learning a lesson for your own good. And the thing to do is just move forward from that. Keep moving. Keep bringing the change, because life is change. It's a conveyor belt. Let us cut the deck of Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light and bring out this one, and it's Hilarion, Divine Healing. Nothing to do with being hilarious, by the way, it's just Hilarion, that's his name, this great emerald heart beating there. So the heart chakra is really indicated here, and Hilarion says divine healing, honour your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others, and that is going very much with number 13, the death card. So it is about moving forward, and it is about following your heart as you move forward. That's what really, really matters in just about anything you do, actually. Not enough of us follow our hearts. That is an absolute fact. We can't always, for example, not everybody can get a job that they're in love with and have a life that they absolutely love all the time. But it should be our goal, We have these desires for a reason, and it's good to try and be fulfilled as much as we can. So Hilarion, divine healing, honour your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. No doubt whatsoever about that. Okay, there is card number 1 and 1A, or card number 1 and card number 6. Whichever way you want to see it. Card number 2 from the tarot is this one, and it is the 4 of Pentacles. Right, so we've been hiding away a little bit here if this happens. And this is also about moving on, moving forward, leaving the past behind. We have Mr. Mouse hiding in the teapot here. And it is the Pentacles, by the way, so we do need to be grounded. Does relate to the earth signs, of course. So we need to be grounded when we look at this. And if we're grounded, then we can dare to come out of the teapot and just get rid of all that protective porcelain that's all over Mr. Mouse here. Because look, there has been a bite taken out of one of the biscuits on that plate. And the mouse would like the rest of the biscuit, but he's kind of hiding away. So if you pick this card, friends, get out there and get your biscuit and make sure you eat it and nobody else does, because that's really what it's all about. There's also a teaspoon with a lump of sugar, and that just suggests all kinds of good things, sweet things, happy things, positive things that are there to be found and there to be experienced if, friends, you will only come out of hiding in the teapot. So important. Next card we have from Keepers of the Light, Mr. Kyle Gray's amazing deck, is this one. It's Isis, and she says, magic manifesting, your dreams, visions and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. And look how focused she is. Isis, the amazing goddess of the Romans, among other things, who a lot of London in UK, our capital city in UK, is actually all to do with Isis. It's her city, goddess-wise. So that is going with the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, 4 is a real good square number, and it's the angel number as well, of course. So it is a very grounded thing. It really is. But to actually move forward and make things happen, you have to believe that the magic is manifesting. And your dreams and visions and goals that Isis is talking about, they are there for a reason. Our dreams are always telling us something. And I was talking to a friend this morning, actually, and we've both experienced some really nasty dreams that probably aren't taking us anywhere, to be quite honest. But that is the nature of the human mind. Pay attention to your dreams, whatever you think is going on in them, though, because they will teach you something. So that is how to sort of honour those visions, and staying focused on your goals. Really, really important. And you can imagine that's going to be important for Mr. Mouse here. Mice aren't big thinkers, as far as I know. Hey, I might be wrong, but as far as I know, mice don't have a lot of thinking going on in their heads at any one time. And all Mouse cares about is a bite of the biscuit. But he's going to get a bite of the biscuit, so don't miss your bite of the biscuit. Stay focused on it, friends. Okay, so there we have card number 2 and 2A, or what is it, 7, something like that. Wow, right. Okay, card number 3, this is the one that's upside down. This is the reversed one. Now, this is actually the pivotal card in this reading, and just the fact that the middle card, card number 3 of 5, is actually reversed and inverted at this time, might suggest that things are a bit all over the place with all the other cards as well. But isn't that the nature of life when we get to December and we've got like Thanksgiving and the winter solstice, Mercury retrograde coming up as well, actually, and of course Christmas. Everything goes a bit up in the air, doesn't it? Everything goes a bit back to front. Here it is the right way up. It's the 10 of Pentacles. So we're in the Pentacles again, in the earth signs again. And there is that definite need to get grounded. Now, when this card is the right way up, it means, you can see what it means, actually. Alice is just having a real nice sleep in her chair there. And the grinning Cheshire Cat is sleeping on the floor. And the grinning Cheshire Cat represents Alice's higher self and her consciousness, her spirituality, all that kind of good stuff that we carry around with us all the time, but don't necessarily think about all the time. It is having a good sleep, and there's nothing to worry about because the portraits in the top of the picture are all about Alice's ancestors, looking down, watching over and making everything all right. Now, just because the card is upside down doesn't mean that Spirit doesn't have your back in that way, and it doesn't mean anything negative, really. It's just another way of looking at the card, and there is some thinking needed, you know. It's time to try and waken up a little bit if you drew this card, because there's stuff going on that, you know, maybe you're already aware of and you're just having a rest from it. Maybe it's something you're not aware of, and, you know, in that sense, you want to kind of keep your eye on the ball. That's really the message, I would say. Keep your eye on the ball. Now, we have Sanat Kumara, light activation for the Oracle card to go with this card from Keepers of the Light. And Sanat Kumara says, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Worth thinking about. Okay, so Alice is asleep there. She is, the reason she's upside down then, I'm going to say, in conjunction with this card, the reason this is all turned on its head is she needs to be getting out there and actively allowing her own inner light to activate, and that is not going to happen while she's asleep on the sofa. And again, that's, you know, something our spirit friends and the universe do have our back with, but we've got to actually do something ourselves. You know, like to switch a light on, the electricity is there in the wall, or you hope it is, if it hasn't all been cut off by crazy winter weather, and I hope it hasn't in your case, friends. It's the one thing that's still working here, that and the internet, and I'm grateful for that. But, you know, you have to flick the switch to make the light work, basically. And here is Sanat Kumara holding up a light bulb on a stick, it looks like. I'm sure it's a lot deeper and more mystical than that. But that is what Sanat Kumara is holding up here. And I'll say it again, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. And that tends to happen when we least expect it, doesn't it? You think about the kind of big revelations you've had in life. Sometimes there's a build-up to it, but usually the actual revelation is something that's pretty much unexpected and maybe comes out of the blue, maybe comes out of absolutely nowhere. But when you look back a few weeks later, you'll realise that's the way things were going. That's, you know, kind of what was meant to happen. And it happens when it's meant to happen. And guys, if you drew this card, it's meant to be, if it's not happening yet, it's meant to be at the front of your thoughts at the moment. We all carry a great deal of light with us. It's important, though, to activate it, to shine that light. And I'll say it again, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So make sure you are listening to that, dear viewer. Okay, I'll have a quick drink out of my cup here. You can tell it's Christmas. Things are happening. And thank you, Miranda and Teddy, by the way. And thank you, everyone who's kind of sending Christmas cheer my way. I hope I'm sending some your way with this video. Card number 4. I'm losing track of them here. This is moving forward. You know, this is kind of your immediate future, your short-term future, if you will, if you actually drew all 5 cards. Excuse me, maybe you just picked this one. And it's a kind of a cautionary one. It's the 6 of Cups. And traditionally, this is telling us... Wow, I shouldn't have had that drink. Never mind. This is telling us not to be kind of misguided by just memories of things that happened in the past. In this case, it's good memories. It's positive things that happened in the past. It's not to say that the positivity is gone, very far from it, but it's a reminder that that is really a conveyor belt, and we do actually have to keep that conveyor belt moving. So it's making the most of what we've got. And the other side of it, of course, is it's so easy to look back on the past and think, well, I failed at this, that, and the other, so those things are no good, I should leave them. You know, every failure brings a lesson with it, and if there was something you really wanted to do in the past, then you very probably could do it. Because another nice thing about this card, you could say it's like the universe giving Alice something nice. Well, they're kind of giving each other something nice. It's a sort of play off of energies in the universe. And you might think, well, pigs might fly. There's a purple flying elephant in the background there. In that shining light at the top of the card. really suggesting that the improbable can happen. And that is a fact, friends. The improbable is happening all the time, No getting away from it, and I'm sure some people would like to get away from it. And here we have hope, love and acceptance. Yeah, so there is hope, no matter what you think might be going wrong or might have gone wrong in the past. There is always hope. Love and acceptance, she says, love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. And that is the way to look at just about everything, friends. Choose loving thoughts. Even if it's something that, is gone wrong, or maybe someone's mistreated you or something. Try and see the love in any situation, because there is always some there. It might not be coming from the person you hoped it was going to come from, but the universe has your back. It always does. So there is love there. Just be willing to accept that love and accept the crap that happens in life, okay? Because it's all teaching us something. So there they are together. Hope, love and acceptance, and of course, the Six of Cups. And the cups are all about the air signs, our longings, the things we really desire, the things we want to bring into being. And it's never easy, really, to bring the most important things into being. But that's almost an illusion, It's just the way we look at life. We don't believe these things can be easy. If you visualise what you want and believe you can have it, I would say there's every chance it's going to work out for you. This, it's a very positive card. There is a warning here for sure. But, if we heed the warnings are there for a reason. And they will actually lead us to a better understanding and a better experience of life, quite honestly. No point in ignoring warnings. That is never really a positive thing to do. People say, it's negative thinking about warnings all the time. But it's that old thing. Nothing is ever really, truly hopeless. But sometimes the way we've gone about something or the way a thing is going is hopeless. And we just have to find a new way. And that's where the hopelessness dissolves into nothing. When we can find a new way and decide to keep moving. So we come to card number 5. This is your outcome card if you picked them all. Maybe you just picked card number 5. Here it is anyway. And it is the wish card. It is... Excuse me. Oh, it's cups again. And speaking of cups, I'm going to drink out of my cup. It's a mug, but I'm going to drink out of it anyway. Oh. Right, let's hope I don't... moustaches and beards. Ugh. Not enjoying this beard. I think it might have to go. Okay, 9 of Cups. Basically, if you drew this card, if you wish for something, the chances are you'll get it. Of course, you've got to be careful what you wish for. But this is a pretty happy scene. It's Mr. Caterpillar, who is also the magician in this deck. And he is having a right good time in this card. He's got his hookah pipe and it's all connected up to these cups. If you pick this card, don't immediately kind of start smoking or anything like that. Very bad for you. But it just, means basically good things are coming. And even if the things that come aren't so good, they're going to teach you a valuable lesson. That is the other side of being careful what you wish for. That is the way we learn when we go after something and it comes and it's not really what we wanted. We learn something and the next time we go after it, that thing can happen in a much more positive and much more fulfilling way. Is that not what we're looking for all the time? And I'm delighted to say that Oracle card number 5 from Kyle Gray and his Keepers of the Light is Ganesh. Just about my favourite of the spiritual characters in Hinduism and just generally in the world. Infinite abundance, says Lord Ganesh. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. And Ganesh basically says yes. You could sum up everything about Ganesh by saying that Ganesh says yes. Smashing obstacles out of the way and bringing abundance. It's all about yeses, really positive yeses. And so, again, this goes really well with the tarot card that we've got. I shouldn't be surprised, but it's always pleasant when this happens. 9 of Cups there, the things we wish for, very likely to happen. 9 out of 10, very nearly going to come about and actually allow these things to happen when we draw this card. And so obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. And that is a wonderful message to bring out of the last card or cards in today's reading, friends. So there we have it. Thank you very much for watching. I thoroughly intend to be back before Christmas. If for some crazy reason there's no electricity or something, I won't be able to. So happy Christmas from me here and now. But I'm planning, I actually wouldn't mind going live on Christmas Day. I think that might be rather a fun thing to do. We haven't had a live stream session for absolutely ages. I would love to do that. Meanwhile, stuff just keeps cropping up on Merlin's Mountain here. I guess it's all part of the magic, but I'm getting rather fed up with it. I would so love a bath. Oh, well. But, you know, things do come to an end and start working again positively. My car didn't work for several days last week because the battery was frozen. And then I just, you know, Sunday, everything cleared. It got super hot, actually. It went from -6 in the morning to something like 13 degrees above freezing. And I'm talking in Celsius, naught being freezing. Yeah, but by the evening, it's just a massive change. That made the car start. Unfortunately, it made all the water pipes burst in the whole area. Nobody, not just on the mountain here, but nobody in this area has got water running at the moment. So, hey, guys, if any of my local friends watching, I feel it with you. Just keep on using the wet wipes, and pretty soon the water will come back on, I'm sure it will, and everything will be good. Meanwhile, it's a real nice day here, weather-wise, and, you know, it's just lovely to experience that after the real wintry week that we just had in UK. And that's a reminder for all of us that, you know, everything's a cycle, and when things aren't going so well, when things aren't happy, like if you drew that inverted card, the Ten of Cups inverted in the middle of this reading, good things are coming on the other side of it. It just is absolutely always the way. And if we go back to the first card, which was the death card, you know, it can be a death of something bad, allowing good things to come in. And that is just so the nature of life. The spiritual life, it's a wonderful way of looking at life because we see the positive possibilities. And quite honestly, we see the negative possibilities as well. And I don't want to be a negative thinker like that, but negative stuff does happen in life. There's no getting away from it, you know. But it, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's the bottom line. Okay, so on that note, friends, have a lot of fun. I will see you again very soon. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And here's the thing, right? If you're like desperately trying to get hold of a last-minute Christmas gift because the world's been all over the place and you haven't been able to go out shopping, I offer birth charts for a small fee. Message me on the email address which is down there in the description below this video, 35and83@gmail.com. Fast email service on birth charts and a discount if you want to have more than one. And when I say fast service, you know, 24 hours basically, I will get that out to you. So, you know, there's an answer to some of your Christmas gift needs, I hope. Hope you're having a fantastic time, friends. And if you're off somewhere and you're not going to be watching the internet between now and Christmas, well, happy Christmas to you. But I will be back before then, I absolutely promise. And so I'll see you again in a future video. Drop a like on this one if you've enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Let me know which cards you pulled. And I will see you again in a future video. Love and light, blessings, and peace.